South Jamaica, baby, they made me to be the greatest. Serving the deed of my creators, fresh off of my high haters. It's the king again, Magdalene, chauffeured, bragging and boasting.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Dollars. Welcome back to the channel. It's another day, another dollar video, and I'm going to be checking out this video on WorldStar. The government apparently is distracting the public with UFO stories instead of the massive chemical leak caused by multiple train derailments in Ohio and South Carolina. Now, I've heard about this story with the train derailments and, apparently a chemical leak that happened. And I didn't know too much about it, so I wanted to check it out, inform you guys of what's going on. Apparently a whole town had to evacuate because the water supply, the crops got contaminated with this chemical leak. And it's like, I don't know, something feels fishy about this. And this was going on during the Super Bowl, one of the greatest distractions Americans have. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't mind being distracted every now and then. Sometimes we need a distraction to keep our minds off of the evils and all the bullshit that's just happening in this world. And, if you guys is paying attention, man, 2023 is not disappointing with all the bullshit that's happening with Chinese spy balloons, UFOs. It seems like a lot is going to be revealed this year. And that's why, people need to, stay woke. And I mean real woke, not the fake woke that they promoting. That's not real woke. You know what I'm saying? Getting angry at every little thing when that's not woke, bro. Being woke is actually seeing what's happening in the spiritual world and knowing why it's happening, right? So without further ado, I know you guys are tired of hearing my voice. Speaking of my voice, I got a brand new mix amp, a Go XLR Mini. So hopefully the mic should sound way better and crispy. So y'all let me know how the mic is sounding in this video, because then I have to make a couple tweaks to get it sounding the right way. Anyway, let's check this video out.
This hasn't been getting a lot of coverage, and the coverage that it has been getting hasn't been very good. So let's talk about the trail derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. East Palestine's about an hour north of Pittsburgh, almost halfway to Cleveland. Norfolk Southern has a rail line that goes right through town, and this derailment happened right on the edge outside of town on the border of PA and Ohio. Of the cars that crashed,
this is close.
5 of them contain vinyl chloride. It's a monomer used to make PVC. The reporting on this has gotten vinyl chloride confused with polyvinyl chloride, the polymer made out of vinyl chloride. Now, the reason that this distinction is really important is vinyl chloride is very hazardous and very flammable.
I don't mean to pause so soon. I just find it funny how people can learn more in a TikTok video than actually going to school nowadays, right? And I don't mean to promote TikTok in any way. We know that TikTok is being used by the Chinese government to spy on Americans. If you don't know that, you've been living under a rock. I really don't like TikTok. I use it for promotion. It is the best way to grow nowadays, but these videos are so good, you can learn shit so fast just through TikTok videos. That's my point.
Polyvinyl chloride is a plastics that's used in everything. The other thing about vinyl chloride is that it boils at 8 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's shipped in its liquid form. Meaning that when these trains crashed and these started leaking, they weren't just leaking liquid, but they were spewing boiling gas. So vinyl chloride is really toxic. OSHA has the permissible limit of how much you can be exposed to it during an 8-hour shift as a 1 ppm part per million, average over 8 hours. So prior to this, the biggest spill of this chemical was in New Jersey, where one train car and about 23,000 gallons of vinyl chloride were spilled, but it didn't catch on fire. Now, this crash in Ohio has 5 train cars. These kinds of tanker cars can carry between 25 and 33,000 gallons. Let's call it 250 to 250,000 pounds of vinyl chloride. That's per train car, 5 train cars. There's maybe 1 million pounds of this toxic chemical spilling into the ground and also boiling off into the air.
Wow.
But then it caught on fire. I think this is where the reporting is really bad, because no one is mentioning what the byproduct of vinyl chloride burning is.
So break it down for us.
Many byproducts of burning vinyl chloride, one of them is hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride is really unstable and latches onto water. Like just water vapor in the atmosphere.
Wow.
And that turns into hydrochloric acid.
So that could spread.
Right now, government officials from the railroad, both the governor of Pennsylvania and Ohio, are calling burning off the 1 million pounds of this stuff a success, but not mentioning that it means that we have hundreds of thousands of pounds of acid in the air.
Exactly.
Now, ever since engineering
You don't want to
school,
breathe
I've
that
studied
stuff
a
in.
lot of industrial accidents. I just find it really fascinating, and organizations like the Chemical Safety Board, NTSB, and OSHA all have like really good reports available to the public. I think as a designer, it's really good to learn about mistakes. When looking at these kinds of industrial disasters across time, there are a couple things that are pretty universal across all of them.
Break it down.
One, the responsible party, in this case, Norfolk Southern Railway, always plays down the reality of the situation.
Of course, they don't want to cause a panic.
Also just repeat the same lines, and then news outlets just repeat the same. So all we're hearing is the responsible party's word.
That's it. Can they give us any information why this happened?
20 of them carrying hazardous materials as flames lit up the sky in northeastern Ohio.
The evacuation order is in place for anyone within a mile radius of the crash site.
These aren't storm clouds. This is the fucking shit! The fucking shit that burned off in East Palestine! This is not fucking storm clouds!
Wow.
Look at it!
Wow, bro. Look at that shit. And that shit is spreading all over the air, traveling. You know, anybody that's unsuspecting, that's not paying attention, could apparently breathe that stuff in, and it'll have harmful effects, obviously. Yeah, they need to give us some more information, like what caused this accident. Was this done on purpose, you know? Some of you people that are against conspiracy theorists, you know, I don't care about your opinion, man. Conspiracy theorists have been right. We up on the score, right? With everything that's been happening, we're up on the score. You guys need to catch up. And the funny thing is, it's gonna happen when you guys actually see that the stuff that we've been talking about for years is true, right? And y'all gonna be running around like a chicken with its head cut off, not knowing what to do, coming to us for the answers, and we've been telling you. And we're gonna be good because we like, you know, we knew this was coming. We prepared for it, or you should be preparing for it. A news reporter for reporting the truth. Oh wow, bro.
Officials are claiming that the air and water are safe. Residents say they can still smell chlorine. They've complained about their eyes watering when they go outside. And one woman...
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. This shit makes me so angry. As an American, as a human, this should just piss you off how these people continue to lie, get away with doing this type of stuff. You know, the fish are dying. People are complaining. And they still don't do nothing. They keep lying to us. This ain't the only situation, bro. It clearly said this is one of the worst accidents in American history. Environmental accidents. They comparing it to Chernobyl, bro. Chernobyl. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I gotta check out that show, by the way, about Chernobyl. But it's like, yo, this is ridiculous, bro. I'm just so sick of it.
Woman says the
sick of all this
air
shit.
Killed her chickens.
Out of nowhere, he just started coughing really hard and just shut down and went very fast.
All air quality is fine.
Look at all these fucking crows. I'm not kidding. This is within 10 miles of East Palestine.
Tap water? So I don't never drink tap water. Disgusting.
You have not evacuated. Please leave the area.
I am currently in Negley, Ohio. I'm at the corner of Bye Road and US 170 North. This is the bridge that goes over top of Leslie Run. This is their filter barrier that they have currently. But I think it's important for people to see the dead fish. I'm gonna walk under the bridge here above and show you. Coming right up, another fish. There's hundreds of them up here in this area across here. Hundreds. Another fish. Another fish. They're just everywhere. Fish. Fish. Fish.
This is ridiculous.
I mean, these are minnows. I mean, they are in our streams. fish.
You know, God forbid people needed to get off the grid and, you know, live off the land. You can't even do that now because, look, everything is toxic, poisoned. You know, if you need to fish to get food, like, God forbid shit was to hit the fan. Let's say a Last of Us type of apocalypse was to happen, a zombie shit. You know, obviously the city's going to be fucked. Excuse my language. You know, people are going to be fighting over food and supplies. The smart people are going to get away from the cities and try to go in the, you know, in the woods and the mountains and try to survive. But how can you even do that when the environment is toxic and poisoned? You know, I'm just thinking, making up scenarios in my head, but y'all know what I'm saying, bro. I'm just angry.
Fish, fish, fish. This is only
and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about this.
That I can safely walk the water without Now I came out on the other side of this bridge. I just walked you through underneath it. Those are your barriers, sand barrier they have. Here's more. Just hanging out.
I really don't
There's
see
one
nothing
out in the water. But
I don't see nothing. I'll be honest.
There's just fish dead. Hanging out. Everywhere. Now, this is the top side of their barrier. Leslie Run, people.
It is funny, is Palestine. Like, I wonder why is this town of all towns named Palestine.
Leslie Run.
This hasn't been getting a lot.
All right, man, that's the video. This is a situation I'm gonna be staying on top of, trying to keep track of what's going on with that. Because it seems like I didn't hear nothing about this on the news. I mean, I heard one little thing, but I don't think it was on the news. I was probably scrolling on Instagram or something and I seen like a post about it. But this is something that more people need to be talking about, bro. This is in our backyard. In my backyard, bro. I'm close to PA in Ohio. So anyway, guys, yeah, man, if you enjoy these type of videos, I'll be making more. I know I've been MIA for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's going to get back into the flow of things, get motivated again. And, you know, I miss you guys, you know, but you guys can follow me on Instagram and hit me up. You know, I'll respond to people on Instagram. Leave a comment. I'll respond to y'all. You know, it is what it is. How y'all doing? Let me know how y'all feeling out there, you know. If there's any crazy stories you guys got for me to check out, you can always send me something too. Anyway, it's your boy Dollars. I'm off this one.
For my time goes by, they gon' raise a nigga jersey in the sky. Treat a nigga right, big dreaming on my life. Shorty wanna get some air, I go and get her when I fly. Taking off when these niggas are retired. The minute I catch fire, I smoked them all before, just revisiting the high.